Do you think that women should be free to walk around topless in public places, just as men can? Why/why not? Should they be able to? Of course. Would I? Nope. 1. Boob sweat is uncomfortable and a sports bra I don't wear regular bras absorbs that sweat. 2. If I need to run or jog somewhere really quick, not working out, then it hurts without support. 3. Even if it's legal, lots of men and some women will still leer and be creepy about it, and I don't want to deal with that shit. In most states, they are. And yet if we had another Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction situation, it would be treated as a huge deal. What is technically legal and how society reacts are on two very different pages still. I don't care what others do, as long as I don't have to participate. Deleted. I have the chest of a 9-year-old boy, so yeah, let's go. Edit. If anyone is gonna be sliding into my DMs, can it please be successful men in the Los Angeles area looking for a serious relationship? Thank you. Okay, you guys are great D. Thanks for the medals. What did you do with his head? Yes. Though I wouldn't recommend it in my country as even in summer it's still a bit chilly. Edit. Thank you for all the upvotes. Oh I love you all three. If it weren't for nipples, boobies would be pointless. Edit. Woohoo. Gold and silver medals, or medals, depending on your point of view. Thank you kind strangers for the recognition of a pointless line I have used many times, but only just entered on Reddit. Deleted. Not legal in Utah? Color me red with surprise. I'm a 70-year-old man with boobs, and I don't think I should be allowed to be topless in public. Got to be proud of those titties. A better question is, should female nipples be censored on TV when male nipples are not censored? Censor female nipples with male nipples. I think that when appropriate a woman should be allowed, yay. Like I don't really enjoy seeing shirtless men in the high street, but on beaches and a hot day in the park then sure, I see no problem with that. Same here, if it's not appropriate, you do you. I think it's impolite, improper maybe better, for guys to walk around topless, unless the weather and work calls for it. In those circumstances I have no issue with women doing the same. Agreed. Or maybe a rule against going topless if you're going to sit in a chair / on the bus or something. It's fine if you're walking around outside, but please don't get seats sweaty. It's kind of like going to the gym and cleaning up after. Yeah, why not? But as a woman, I wouldn't do it because our culture can't handle it, and the perving would be intense and uncomfortable from some people. In principle there's no problem with it though, and cameras everywhere. People will film you without your consent. Edit. Yes, it's legal to film someone, but many do not want to end up in a spank bank. That's my point. To be clear from the start, this is actually legal in most of the USA. That said, I agree that it should be legal. It's a nipple. We've all seen them. Barring terrible accidents we all have to. Not one person in human history has ever been damaged by the sight of one. Consequently, I can think of no reason, other than fetishization, that women should be legally different from men in this regard, and the fetishization is self-perpetuating, as long as it's taboo. I knew a man with 3. On like a beach or water park, yeah go topless. Just like how being shirtless in other public places is indecent for men, it would be for women. Edit. Gold? Really? On this? I'm not complaining, just wow, that was so easy. Exactly. The no shirt, no shoes, no service rule should still be in place for places where there's food being handled. That's the law where I live, and honestly places of business too, though breastfeeding is a different story. If it's appropriate, it's appropriate. Edit. Looked into it, and it's not actually law, but most restaurants do request that you wear a shirt and shoes to enter their establishment. Either way, I think it's not unreasonable to ask people to wear shirts when eating in a public restaurant. Our bodies can be kinda gross NGL. It's been legal in Ontario, Canada since 1996. I have witnessed exactly 0 women taking advantage of this new freedom. Happens every year during the Pride Parade in Toronto. I've seen it happen exactly once, when it wasn't Pride during Caravana. Philadelphia has a naked bicycle ride where 100 or so people ride their bikes across the city naked. I would prefer that both men and women remain clothed in public. That being said, if it's legal for a man, it should also be legal for a woman. I agree. I'd say on a beach it should be acceptable. Yes, there are exceptions. I'm also fine with women breastfeeding pretty much anywhere, but do appreciate some discretion. Women in my city fought for the right, got it, but never actually used this right. It's still nice having the option to whenever you choose. Yeah, I feel like the point of this law is so that a woman in unbearable heat is able to remove her shirt without getting charged. It's legal where I live I mean no one does it, but it's still legal edit. My inbox, holy shit. I don't think it's illegal in any European country, and it is quite common in some countries for women to be shirtless, for example on a beach or by a pool. Yeah, it freaked my wife out a little when we went to a beach in Spain and half of the women there were topless. I was just like, it's Europe, they do that here. In Sweden you can get a ticket for going topless as a man actually. What if you're swimming? Do they wear those 30s men's swimsuits? Whether it is illegal or not is decided by the reason the person chooses to be topless. In Sweden it is not illegal per se to even be but naked in public places, but if someone reports it and court finds the action to be made to disturb or harass someone, you will be charged with indecent exposure. This is not common knowledge here, and you will probably be stopped on sight even by an educated cop if you're butt naked. All men go topless on the beach and I would suspect no one has ever been charged for it actually. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you can see when I upload new daily content. Goodbye.